Hey guys, Matt Wicker with CHATLEE Marine, and today we're going to take a look at a 2025 Avid Boats 21 mag. If you're looking for a rugged, versatile, and fish-focused machine, but also have a family that you want to get out on the water for some tubing and either saltwater or freshwater adventures, stay tuned. This boat may be for you. Again, first impressions, my first impression of this boat is just there's a massive amount of room on this front casting platform. You can really see that true taper hull, how much room it gives you. They carry the width farther to the bow than a traditional bay boat or center console. So a lot of room to work up there. You can see the step up, which is a nice feature. If you're a bigger guy, older, in some rough water, you don't have to make that huge jump up to the front deck. You can kind of ease your way up, so less chance of you falling. But just a tremendous amount of room to work on the bow of this thing. And this customer did opt for the C-deck or the reflex flooring, which is a common option on these. So let's take a look at some of the boxes. Taking a look at the boxes, you do have two lockable rod boxes, so you can protect your investments if you're going to be staying in hotels or storing some valuables in the boat. And I want to point out again, attention to details. We talked about no rivets. A lot of all welded boats will push all welded, but the lids and everything will be riveted on or just screwed in. You'll notice that that on Avids, everything is through bolted. So they're, again, planning on this thing for you to keep for a lifetime. You see gasketed storage with a lip, so it's going to keep everything dry. Also pay attention to the stainless steel shocks and the full stainless steel latches. A lot of boat companies will have a stainless steel latch that they'll say is on there, but only just the handle stainless steel and everything else plastic. So true stainless steel compression latches on these. And the compression latches, just when you shut that latch, it really locks it in place, and I'll show you that in a second. You do have a nice rod locker here. Again, there's two of these. Storage looks like for 5 or 6 rods, and they do integrate that old the Ranger style rod tube. So instead of having individual openings, you got one big opening, which is really nice. Makes it easy to put rods in and out of there. And again, looking on the starboard side, same thing. I'll open this up, and you can see same thing on this side. I like the fact that the lids open up on this. That way, if you're going to load the boat, you can put your rods in there without having to climb in. Some of the doors open up sideways, and if the door try to see my finger, opens up this way, you have to climb in the boat to get your rods in there. So this allows you to load everything prior to leaving the house. As far as a step, not only is it a step, but you'll also see this opens up. Tons of storage in there. Same thing, gasketed storage with a lip. Again, everything through bolted. All these lids. And then the fish box, which is a true fish box, insulated. Also has the fish measuring station here, so if you're going to be culling fish, you can do that. And then when this opens up, you can see same thing I pointed out. Fiberglass fish box. It's insulated, drains overboard, gasketed, and even the door, you can see here they put some insulation on the door. They just do a tremendous job with their fit and finish. Climbing on the bow casting platform, first thing you'll notice is this C-deck feels really soft on your feet. They do a great job. This has the saddle upholstery. Avid is sewn in. It's not an iron-on patch. It's going to peel off down the road. Very, very comfortable seat. Moving towards the front some more, you will see the anchor locker. Again, they use a compression latch. What a compression latch is, when you fold this down, it pulls that tight, so there's not going to be any rattling when you're going down the water. Opening it up, huge anchor locker or storage area in the bow of the boat. Again, same thing, they carry that fit and finish throughout. You'll see the nylon lock nuts, no rivets, no screws, gasketed lip storage area, recycled rubber material that when you put your stuff in there, if it's an anchor or something, a mushroom anchor, it's not going to be beating and banging. It's going to keep it quiet as you're cutting through the water. Everything fits perfectly. They do a great job fit and finish. Valve tilt and trim. is standard on this boat. Now I'm going to sit in this this bow casting chair and just kind of show you, I mean, how much room you have to move around. Just a tremendous area to work on the bow of this boat. So they've done a good job. I'll also point out the stainless steel flip-up cleats that are standard on the boat. There's bow cleats, and then as you move closer to the stern, you've got midship and stern cleats as well. Standing at the bow of the boat looking towards the stern, you'll notice just how much room there is to move about the boat. Plenty of room to work the boat, move around through the consoles, not tight at all. There is a grab handle located in the front of the console. A little courtesy light built into the console here. And then you'll see again the saddle upholstery, Avid logo embroidered in. This opens up. And when you open that hatch, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 removable tackle trays. They'll slide out, kind of let you keep everything stored in the boat. And notice this is fiberglass. This is not a cheap plastic console. It is a true fiberglass console, which is unique to Avid. Also, under the bottom cushion, when you lift that up, you'll see the tournament live well. So you're going to have a recirc pump. You're going to have a standard aerator and fiberglass, gasketed, like we talked about earlier. So do a great job there. Continue to move to the back of the boat. You'll see again just how deep this boat is. 27-inch gunnels that are kind of angled out, so you got plenty of room to walk throughout the boat. I also want to point out the VersaTrack system. If you're not familiar with the VersaTrack system, what that is it's a track that runs throughout the boat. You've got a little opening right here where you can slide things in, and it's great for things like cutting boards. You'll see the bimini top clip here is mounted on the VersaTrack. Same thing for the bimini top back here, but you can mount rod holders, cutting boards, any kind of accessories that you want to mount to your boat without drilling additional holes. And that runs on both the port and starboard side, front to back. So unique to Avid, they do a great job incorporating that VersaTrack. Moving farther back to the back deck, you'll see you've got a good size stern casting deck, plenty of room to move around, plenty of room to sit in that seat and work your rods. This customer did option for the anti-fatigue reflex flooring. A lot of people call it C-deck, but soft on your feet, not slippery, and it looks really cool too. And you can see this custom made. It trims out every single box, so it looks really good. Same attention to detail back here. If you're not out on the water fishing, just riding spot to spot or doing some family stuff, there are 2 jump seats incorporated into this rear casting platform. I'll show you those here. And they put the same attention to detail in those seats. You'll see Avid sewn in, the logo, it's not ironed on. Saddle upholstery, quality hinges, nothing powder coating, nothing bare metal. And then this lifts up and you'll see additional storage. They really utilize every single storage opportunity in this boat, and recycled rubber again on the floors to keep things from sliding around, keep everything quiet. So great job with the design of this rear deck. Look at the storage on the rear deck. You do have 2 additional storage boxes on the back deck, one there. We'll pan across, take a look at the second storage box here that's identical. Just tons of storage. Again, they utilize every single possible storage space. And then you got your rear live well. This opens up and you can see you've got a massive, it looks like basically 36 inches long live well here, so plenty of room to cull fish. It is a tournament live well, so you've got a recirculation system and a standard aerator. And you can also see the static hinges, or friction hinges if you want to call them that. So what that does, that allows this door to stay where you open it without slamming on your fingers. So this is a nice feature there. Again, attention to detail. We talked about all the stainless steel latches. I just carry that throughout. And LED lights in the live well. Avid logo inside the live well as well. Polished stainless steel seat bases. A lot of companies are using galvanized or painted seat base. These are polished stainless steel. Next, look at the leaning post. One thing I like about this boat is the leaning post is freestanding. On many aluminum boats, the captain's chair is basically mounted to this back deck, which makes it hard to access all these storage boxes, nowhere to put a cooler, just really inconvenient. By having it freestanding, again, you do have room underneath to put a cooler, to store some drinks and things like that. There's additional storage. This folds up, and you've got a great place to put sunscreens, billfolds, cell phones, anything you don't want sliding around, cluttering up the console. There are rod holders mounted on the back of the leaning post. This customer did choose to get the backrest option, so there's a backrest that slides in those two outer rod holders to give it a more comfortable ride if you're riding long distances. And of course, there is a fold down footrest. This does have the optional powder coating on the aluminum rails. Looks really good with the black exterior hull finish, but just a very, very comfortable console seat. Taking a closer look at the console, you will notice that this is a fiberglass console, not a roto-molded or plastic console like many of the competitors use. So that's a great feature. There is plenty of room here to mount up to a 12-inch display, maybe even a 16-inch display. On top of the console, you've got room here if you do want to bracket mount something, VHF radio, and there's a lip, so if you set something here, it's not going to slide off. Cushioned storage area here with a drain. It is standard with a gauge package, so you're going to have a tachometer, the system's check gauge, a fuel gauge, and then this is the JBL stereo option. There are speakers on either side of the console, so you can hear them no problem. It is USB, MP3, Bluetooth compatible. Just below that, you'll see the stainless steel toggle switches. Everything's nice and neatly labeled. They are circuit breaker protected, so below them, instead of having a fuse, if you do have an issue, you just push the breaker back in. You don't have to chase down a fuse. Below that, 2 cup holders, conveniently located. Continue to move down. Wireless phone charger is standard on this boat. It's a great place to put your phone if you're using your phone to control music on your stereo, or if you just want to keep it charged while you're on the water and see when somebody texts or call you. Great spot to keep that there. And below that, there's still a USB and USB-C charging port. Moving on to the steering. The boat is standard with hydraulic steering. This is the C-Star hydraulic with tilt helm, so it's rated for up to 300 horsepower. Max horsepower on this boat is 200. Again, you can turn it with one hand, no problem. Below that, we'll look at the storage in the console. Opening that up, you'll see it's made for a trash receptacle. But if you're not going to use it for that, I'll kind of get a peek in there. You can see your trolling motor batteries, cranking battery storage right there. Looking at the side of the console, there are stainless steel rod holders on either side of the console. Great place for storing your rods to and from those fishing spots. And then LED mood/courtesy lights on either side of the console, so it'll light it up if you're fishing late in the evening. And that pairs perfectly with the LED lights in the live well, so if you're going to do some low light fishing, this boat's definitely set up for it. Also pay attention, we talked about the details. Everything is plumbed. So these rod holders, cup holders, plumbed. So if you've got stuff in there, rainwater's not going to just fall down in front of the console. And also the aluminum grab handles here on either side of the console, as well as the front of the console. Taking a look at the transom of the boat, the first thing you'll notice is that this boat does have the max horsepower, 200 horsepower Yamaha. This boat only weighs 1,500 pounds. With a 200 horsepower, it'd be a rocket. Typically, we would sell it with a 150, and a 150 does a phenomenal job. I'll try to put some performance bulletins up for you now to see. Again, 150 is kind of the recommended horsepower. This customer just chose to go with max 200 horsepower. You'll also notice the optional dual Raptor shallow water anchoring system. Not a very common option on this boat, although it does look great and it's going to work great for the way this customer is using the boat. I do want to point out that many boats you can only put one Raptor if you want a swim ladder. This boat will work, allows you to have a swim platform that's completely functional, even with the second shallow water anchoring system. Also, while we're staring at the transom, I want to point out some of the other features. You will see this boat has high-speed pickups for the live wells. On top of the live wells are timed, have an aerator and a recirculation pump. And also want to point out one other thing. We talked about how the boat will have a lifetime hull warranty to the original owner. It is also power matched by Yamaha. So what that means is that Avid is doing everything Yamaha recommends. So They're giving you a Yamaha engine, Yamaha fuel water separator, Yamaha wiring harness, Yamaha ignition, Yamaha gauges, everything that Yamaha requires. So not only do you get a 3-year warranty on the engine, you will also get a 3-year warranty on all of the components, anything Yamaha. So the control box, ignition panel, gauges, all that's going to be covered by a factory warranty that's extended up to 5 years, depending on what engine warranty you get. So that's something that they do that's a really nice feature. Not many companies do. One last look at the 2025 Avid 21 mag. I want to point out some takeaways on this boat since we've kind of finishing up this review. Number one is the unmatched stability of this boat. At 101 inches wide, it's going to be a super stable and secure boat. 27-inch high sides, so it's going to perform in shallow water, and also if you're in some rough water conditions, perform great. Tons of storage. We talked about every open area, available space is used for storage. Dual lockable rod boxes, fish box, it's insulated. Storage in the front box here. Anchor locker at the bow, storage under the console, under the seats, under the back deck, and for the fishermen, just everything you would want for a serious fishing boat. Ample live wells, a large fish box, rod holders, plenty of rod storage on the boat. Durability, we talked about how this boat was made out of 125 gauge 50-52 aluminum. We talked about the full length extruded keel, so if you're going to be beating the boat up or pulling it up on banks and beaches, nothing to worry about there. And the versatility, you know, whether you're inshore fishing, offshore fishing, fishing at the lake, or just taking your family out for a cruise, this boat will allow you to do it all. If you're in the market for new Avid or any bay boat, center console, offshore, pontoon, deck boat, any boat at all, before you make any buying decision, please give me a call. Matt Wicker at CHATLEE Marine, 910-930-1803. I'd love to speak with you, answer any questions you may have, and try to save you some money in the process. So again, Matt Wicker at CHATLEE Marine, 910-930-1803. Look forward to helping you, talking with you. If you have any questions, just comment in the comment below. And remember to like and subscribe, and give me a call before you buy a boat. I promise you it'll be worth your call. Call me before you buy. I'll save you money. Thanks for watching. Matt Wicker, CHATLEE Marine, 910-930-1803.